Hey guys, I'm Hemant. So today I'm going to talk about how to set up and execute JavaScript. So guys, the editor I'm going to use is VS Code. I personally like it, and all the front-end development I do in VS Code only. So whichever editor you like, you just use that, right? Okay, then we'll be seeing various ways to execute JavaScript. So without further ado, let's directly jump into the video. Alright guys, so let's go inside the folder called developer tricks. Now we can open VS Code by simply typing code, enter, and here we go. This is the VS Code. Okay guys, so if code command doesn't work for you, that means it's not installed in your system, so you have to install it. For that you need to press command P shortcut, so it'll open something like this. Actually guys, this code command is already installed in my system, so what I'll do, I'll uninstall it first, then we'll reinstall it so that you'll be having better understanding. Okay, so let's do it. Type angular closed bracket and code, uninstall it. We successfully uninstalled it. Now let's try from the command line, type code, enter, no such file or directory. Let's try to reinstall it and see. Same way, command P, code, now install. Now we'll try again, type code from the command line. Alright guys, VS Code is open. Now I'll create a folder called JavaScript where my all JavaScript content will be residing. And I'm gonna create one more folder called GS execution where the content of this video will be placed. So I'm gonna create one more file called index.html and another file, GS file, let's call it indexcontroller.js. Let's keep aside indexcontroller.js for a while. I'll be writing JS code inside the .html for now. Then after I'll be switching back to indexcontroller.js. Alright guys, so type doc and press tab button. So this initial HTML script would automatically generate it for you guys by VS Code. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Let's type normal text, hello world from HTML. Let's save it and try to run this HTML first. ls. Okay, open dot, it'll open the finder. Okay, let's double click on index.html and execute the, this HTML. Okay, here we go. Hello world from HTML. Okay, let's put it side by side of the editor so that it'll be easy to view the output and we can refresh it anytime. Let me quickly arrange this setting so that, yeah, this side also. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna write simple JavaScript program which would replace this HTML content. Okay, for that script tag is very handy. You can write JS code inside the script tag within the HTML, and you can also import the external library with the help of script tag. Okay, document dot body dot inner HTML equal to hello world from JS. Okay, save it and run it. Okay, HTML content has been replaced by the JS content. Okay guys, now let's remove this script tag from here and save it. Let's refresh the browser. Now the content is coming from the HTML. Okay guys, it's time to use indexcontroller.js. I'll be writing the same document.body.inner HTML hello world from JS. Okay, now you have to include this JS file inside the index.html through script tag. That's how you'll be integrating these two files, right? Okay, now script and src. Inside the src, you have to provide the file name indexcontroller.js. Okay guys, now we are expecting output to be hello world from JS. Now let's refresh the browser and see what is the output. Okay, the content didn't change. Let's debug it. Go to the inspect and console. We got an error saying cannot set property inner HTML of null. Actually, browser interprets the markup line by line from top to bottom fashion. If you see script tag is getting executed first before the body tag definition comes. That's why if you see in the indexcontroller.js here, body is coming null. This is the reason of the error which we are seeing in the console. Okay, in order to solve this error, you have to define the script tag below the body tag. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the script tag from here and put it just below the body tag. Now let's refresh this. Here we go. Okay, now JS gets executed and we are able to see the content from the JS. Okay guys, now let's take one more use case where we'll be having one button and on click of that pop-up should be displayed. For that we need a button. Let's create one. Type should be button, value let's say submit, and on click this is the event. Now let's write JavaScript function where which will handle this on click thing. Function display alert, and here I'll be displaying the alert and the message whatever you want to give. I'll be writing you clicked submit button. Okay guys, now the goal is this display alert function should get called on click of the button, right? So you have to use this display alert function here. Parenthesis. Cool. So now let's refresh the browser and see. Click on submit button. Here we go. We got the alert saying you clicked submit button. Okay guys, this is the basic JavaScript event handling we covered. Now let's move this function to indexcontroller.js and test it. Okay, let's pick it from here and replace it all with the function. Okay guys, now let's save it and test it. Click on submit button. Nothing happened because we haven't integrated indexcontroller.js to index.html. Let's put src and indexcontroller.js. It should work now. Click on submit button. Here we go. We got the message. Okay guys, so this is the fundamental of executing JavaScript we just covered. Now let's explore other ways. Let me just expand this. Right click on it and inspect. Go to console. Okay guys, so in the console you can actually execute the JavaScript code and play with the DOM, mainly for debugging purpose. Okay, so let's take an example. I'm just writing the alert. I just wanted to show the alert. Fine. Okay, give any message, whatever you want. Okay, hello world. Hit enter. Okay, here we go. We got the pop-up. So this is how you execute the JavaScript in the console. Okay guys, sometimes it happens that you just wanted to quickly test the JavaScript code without creating new files and all. Fine. So in that case, we have a couple of good online tools. jsbin.com is one of them. You can find the link in the description down below. So let me open this. This is how the JSBin looks like. Okay, let me expand it. Okay. Okay, if you see in the header HTML, CSS, JavaScript, console, these are the sections we have in this editor, and whichever you want, you just enable it, otherwise disable it. In that case, I just disable the CSS because I don't want CSS right now. Let me recreate the same example which we just created. On click of the button, we just display the pop-up, warning pop-up. Okay, so let me create the button here in the HTML section. Input type equal to button, value click me, and on click maybe I'll call done button. Okay, let's create done implementation function done and alert hello world. Okay, now let's test it. We got the pop-up. So guys, this is how we execute the JavaScript. That's it for today guys. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to click on like button, and if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Till then, bye bye, see you in the next video.